Hi guys, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Diana, and in today's video I will be doing a makeup look with the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette. I am super excited for today's video, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright you guys, so I am super excited because this is new to me. It did launch a few months ago, but I recently got my hands on it because my husband gave it to me as a gift. So thank you so much to my husband. You are the best. And you guys, I have all of the other Naked palettes. I have the original Naked palette, Naked 2, Naked 3, Smoky. They're like right over there. I'm looking at them right now to try and remember what all of them are. But there's the Naked Cherry, Naked Heat. Is there another one besides that? I don't know. I would have to go look, but I was missing this one. I do have a little collection thing going on with these because the Naked palette was my first like real eyeshadow palette. So these are, you know, a little bit special to me. And you guys, I think this one has the most beautiful packaging out of all of them. I am obsessed with this packaging. It just looks so beautiful. I love the gold. Like, it feels amazing. Like, I don't know, I am just obsessed with it. So this is what the palette looks like on the inside. The shades look so beautiful. You of course have a lot of nudes going on. This is a Naked palette, and since this is the Honey palette, you do have some shades that definitely remind me of honey. When it first launched, the reason I didn't get it is because I felt like there was a lot of like, not necessarily controversy, but there was a lot of people talking about how the shades looked ashy and that they were bored with the Naked palettes. And I don't know, I feel like that kind of got to me, and I started believing like, oh yeah, that doesn't look so great. But I hadn't like actually gone to the store to look at it in person. If I had, I would have like just picked it up immediately because it is so beautiful. The shades, in my opinion, do not look ashy. I don't know, maybe it was the pictures that were going around that made them look ashy, but in person this just looks so beautiful. But enough chit chat you guys. Sometimes I can talk and talk forever, but we're gonna go ahead and get started. I did already prep my eyes, so they are ready to go. I used my AOA Studio liquid concealer to apply as a base. Oh, and by the way, the palette does come with its own brush, and it has two brushes, so it's double-ended or double-sided. I don't know what you would call that. So I'm gonna start off with the shade called Sweet. It is this shade right here. So I'm going to apply that mostly on my crease. See how that looks. So now I'm going to go in to the shade called Keeper, which is this shade right here, and I'm gonna go in with the same little brush and just apply that shade basically on top of the one we just applied, but a little bit lower. So we're just gonna darken things up a little bit. Okay, and then I'm just gonna start blending this upward a little bit. The reason I do that is to kind of lift my eye shape a little bit. If I keep it downward like that, I feel like it kind of drags my eyes downward even more, and I already have that type of eye shape. Alright, so I'm going to go in with the big side of the brush, and I'm going into the shade Flyby, and I'm just going to take that shade mostly to blend out what we just did. So just trying to soften things up a little. So I'm going to start on the outer areas of where we put the shadow, like so, and then we're going to start blending over the whole thing. Alright, and now I'm just going back in with a little bit of Sweet, and I'm going to blend out some more, and I'm just using the shade called Sweet to bring back some pigment Since we did blend that out just now, it lost quite a bit of pigment. But again, that was the goal, to just kind of soften things up a little. I think I really want to try out the shade called Honey. That one is really getting my attention. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started applying that shade. So I'm taking a little flat brush and I'm just going to dip that into the shade called Honey, and I really want to see what the pigment is like and how it applies, and if we need to spray the shade with setting mist. So, oh my goodness. That shade is so beautiful, you guys. Do you guys see that? That is such a beautiful gold shimmer shade. Oh, I am so obsessed with this palette. It is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so I'm gonna go all over most of the lid. I am gonna leave the outer V area kind of just bare. And I'm gonna go in with a darker shimmery color later. So just, if you are following along, you can leave that area bare for now. So on the outer V, we're going to go in with the shade called Drip, which is this one right here. And I'm just taking this small eyeshadow brush. This is the E132 by AOA Studio. And then the other brush I used earlier for the shade Honey is the E122, also by AOA Studio. So these you can find on the Shop Miss A website. I will be linking everything I can down in the description box for you guys. But alright, so we're just going to take this shade and put it on the outer V, like so. Ooh, it is so pretty. These shades are just so easy to work with. Everything just kind of like blends out like a dream. I am obsessed. I am obsessed. So that's what that's looking like. We're going to blend that out in a little bit. So I'm going to go back in to that same shade and apply it on the other eye. Okay, so I said outer V, but I just caught myself going all the way up into the crease. So I'll probably have to go up into the crease with this one as well. Alright, so we're going to now take a clean brush. This is the E130 by AOA Studio. It is a little bit stained, but it has no eyeshadow on it. I just use this poor little brush a lot. But I'm just blending out that shade, softening things up. There we go. Alright, guys, so I'm taking another flat brush. This is kind of like a concealer brush, I guess you could say, but I'm going to use it for eyeshadow. This is the E131 by AOA Studio. So with this brush, we're going to go into the shade Queen, and we're just going to apply it right by the, I guess the outer V. But we're not going to necessarily take this up on the crease. We're just going to keep it next to the other shimmer shade. And this is just to, again, darken things up a little bit, add a little bit more dimension. Alright, there we go. And then I'm going to do the same for this eye. If you guys can see, it does make a difference. So that's this eye and this one. So I'm going to go ahead and take this really light shade right here called Flyby and apply it under the brow. And that's going to just highlight that area a little bit. So for that, I'm just going in it with this tiny brush. This is the E134 by AOA Studio. And we're going to take that same shade and highlight the inner corner of the eyes. This doesn't have shimmers, but that's fine. I'm just trying to lighten that area up a little bit. Usually I do wait until I add my foundation to do this part, but I think we'll be fine. Alright, you guys, there we go. I am not completely finished with the eyes because I do still need to add eyeshadow down here. Also, I will be adding falsies. I'm not going to do eyeliner this time just because I feel like this look will look really pretty on its own. However, if you do want to add eyeliner, you definitely can. But I'm going to go ahead and do the next steps of my face, and then I will be back to finish up the eye look. Alright, you guys, I'm back. Most of my face is done, so I'm gonna go ahead and go back into the Naked Honey palette. So I'm going to go in with the brush E134 by AOA Studio, and I'm going to go into the shade called Sweet, and we're just going to apply that on the lower lash line area. And this shade is very subtle, so don't expect it to look super pigmented under there. I just didn't want it to look completely bare. Alright, you guys, so I'm going to go ahead and apply mascara and eyelashes. So the eyelashes are the AOA Studio Premium Lashes in the style Jessica. And then the mascara is the Essence Lash Princess Mascara, and this one is the waterproof one. So I'll go ahead and apply both of these, and then I'll be right back to show you guys the finished look. Alright, all done. So this is the finished look. I really hope that you guys like it. But alright, you guys, I think that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!